Okay, so you know how job hunting can be, right? It's like a roller coaster of emotions. But what if I told you we could ditch the stress today and dive into something inspiring, like really inspiring, a university career that actually feels more like, a calling than just a job?
It's funny you should say that because so many people I talk to think university job and their eyes kind of glaze over.
Yeah, totally. But trust me on this one. This deep dive is going to like totally change your mind.
I'm intrigued. Let's hear it.
So we've been digging around on academicjobs.com. They're our go-to for finding these hidden gems in the academic world.
Oh, yeah, for sure. They got some pretty incredible listings.
Right. So we found this university. It's not just a workplace. It's like this vibrant community. And it's nestled on, get this, Australia's stunning East Coast,
Okay, you've got my attention. Which university are we talking about?
Southern Cross University, or SCU for short.
SCU. Okay, I'm familiar with some of their work. Very innovative stuff. What is it about SCU that really stands out to you?
Honestly, so many things. But one thing that really jumped out at me was their commitment to collaboration. Like, it's not just about individual brilliance there, you know?
Yeah.
It's about fostering this space where all these different minds come together and they spark innovation and tackle real-world problems together.
You know, that's something I've noticed more and more in higher education these days. This shift towards a more collaborative approach. And it makes so much sense, right? The world's problems are complex. We need diverse perspectives to solve them.
Exactly. Okay, so picture this, right? Marine scientists teaming up with engineers to develop some groundbreaking tech for like coral reef restoration.
Whoa.
That's the kind of interdisciplinary magic that's happening at SCU.
Okay, I'm starting to see why you're so excited about this one. It sounds like they're really pushing the boundaries of what's possible in research and teaching.
Oh, absolutely.
Mm.
And the best part, imagine wrapping up your workday and then heading straight to the beach for a surf or a hike through lush rainforests.
Now, that's what I call work-life balance.
Right. But it's not just about the location, though.
Oh, I'm sure there's more.
Way more. SCU really gets that, like, true growth happens both professionally and personally. So they offer these amazing perks like discounted graduate courses and professional development programs specifically designed for their staff.
So while you're busy, like, contributing to cutting-edge research or, inspiring the next generation of students, you're also constantly learning and expanding your own horizons.
Exactly. I mean, that's a huge win-win in my book.
It really speaks volumes about their commitment to investing in their people. It shows they really value their employees and are willing to support their growth.
Okay, I'm already sold. The location, the collaborative vibe, and the focus on growth. But let's talk about something that often gets overlooked, a
Okay.
sense of community. What did you pick up on about the SCU community?
Well, aside from the usual, faculty and staff interactions, it seems like they really prioritize community engagement. They've got all sorts of programs that connect students and staff with the local communities. It creates this really cool sense of belonging and shared purpose.
It's like they're not just an ivory tower, you know? They're deeply connected to the world around them, and they're contributing to the well-being of their local communities. It's so refreshing.
I completely agree. And it's not just local either. They've got a massive network that spans the globe, so there are tons of opportunities for international collaboration and partnerships.
Imagine working alongside brilliant minds from like all corners of the globe,
Hmm.
sharing knowledge and experiences and contributing to research that has a global impact. That's SCU in a nutshell.
Wow. I have to admit, I'm getting some serious academic envy right now. It sounds like such a dynamic and stimulating environment.
I know, right? Okay, so we've talked about the big picture stuff, but now I'm really curious to dive into some specifics. What departments or research areas really caught your eye at SCU?
Well, their marine science and environmental science programs are phenomenal. I mean, they're doing some seriously groundbreaking research on topics like climate change, marine conservation, and sustainable resource management.
Did you know those stunning beaches and rainforests we were talking
Oh,
about?
yeah.
They're not just a pretty backdrop. They're a living laboratory for the SCU researchers.
Talk about an inspiring workplace. And it's not all about the sciences either.
True.
Their arts and humanities scene is thriving too. I hear they're known for their super innovative programs in Indigenous studies, creative writing, and social justice.
It seems like no matter what you're passionate about, whether you're a scientist, an artist, a writer, or a fierce advocate for social change, there's a place for you at SCU.
They really do seem to have something for everyone. It's impressive.
Okay, so we've painted this amazing picture of SCU, but let's get down to brass tacks for a second. Let's say our listener is like totally hooked. How do they actually find and apply for jobs there?
Well, that's where academicjobs.com comes in again. They have a whole section dedicated to SCU
Our
jobs.
trusty guide to the academic job market.
Right. You can browse through current openings, filter by department, and even set up job alerts so you don't miss out on any opportunities.
So much easier than just randomly browsing university websites.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And they go beyond just listing jobs, too. They actually give you insights into the whole application process, tips on how to make your resume stand out, how to write a killer cover letter, and even advice on how to prepare for those sometimes intimidating academic interviews.
Okay, so it's like having a personal career coach in your pocket,
Yeah,
guiding you every step of the way.
exactly. And speaking of standing out, I think it's time we dig a little deeper into what SCU specifically looks for in their potential candidates.
Because let's be real, landing a job at this amazing university,
Yeah.
it's going to take more than just a fancy resume, right? You really got to embody their values
Mhm.
and show them why you'd be the perfect fit for their unique community.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And that's exactly what we're going to unpack in the next part of our deep dive.
Stay tuned because we're about to spill the secrets to making your SE application shine.
All right, so welcome back to our deep dive into Southern Cross University.
Yeah, we're diving right back into the heart of SCU. And this time we're figuring out what they're really looking for,
Yeah.
in potential candidates.
It's one thing to be like wowed by a university, but it's a whole other thing to actually see yourself working there.
Exactly. Okay, so let's say you're on academicjobs.com and you find this perfect position at SCU. What are some key qualities that are going to make your application stand out?
Well, based on everything we've talked about with SCU and their culture, I think a strong emphasis on collaboration is super important. They're not looking for people who just want to do their own thing. They want team players, people who are excited to share ideas and work across different disciplines.
So if you've got experience leading group projects or collaborating on publications or even just brainstorming creative solutions with your peers, make sure you highlight that stuff in your application.
Yeah, don't just list them either. Bring them to life. Give them specific examples of how your collaborative efforts actually led to results, whether it's a successful research project or a published paper or even a positive impact on your community.
Love that. It's like showing them that you're done all talking.
Yeah.
You're actually walking the walk when it comes to teamwork.
Right.
What else?
Well, given how dedicated SCU is to impactful research, I'd say showcasing a genuine passion for your field and a track record of research achievements would be a huge plus. Even if they're small achievements, it all matters.
Right. Even if you're just starting out in your career, don't be shy about highlighting those research contributions, whether it's presenting at a conference or contributing to a paper or even just diving deep into a research project for your thesis. It all counts.
Absolutely. And remember, SCU is all about research that makes a real difference in the world. So make sure you articulate your research goals clearly and show them how your work lines up with their mission to make a positive impact.
It's all about finding that sweet spot where your passions and SCU's research priorities kind of intersect.
Exactly. And, since we're talking about passions, let's not forget about SCU's focus on student success. So if you're applying for a teaching-focused role, showcasing your teaching experience and your commitment to mentoring students is a big plus.
Think about the teachers who really inspired you.
Wow.
The ones who went above and beyond to support your growth. That's the kind of energy SCU wants in their teaching staff.
For sure. They want educators who are passionate about helping students grow and reach their full potential.
Okay, I am getting so much inspiration overload right now. But before we get totally carried away, let's talk about something that often gives job seekers a lot of anxiety: the dreaded interview process. Do you have any tips to help our listeners ace their SCU interview?
Well, I think the most important thing is preparation. You really want to take the time to thoroughly research SCU, like their values, their research priorities, and the specific department you're applying to.
So no showing up and being like, so tell me about SCU.
Definitely not. You want to show them that you've done your homework and you're genuinely interested in being a part of their community.
Makes total sense.
Anything else? Think back to those collaborative experiences we talked about earlier. Be ready to share specific examples of how you've worked well in teams, how you've handled challenges, and what you've learned from those experiences.
It's all about showing them that you're not just a brilliant mind, but you're also a great team player.
Exactly. And don't be afraid to let your passion shine through. SCU is looking for people who are truly excited about their work, about being part of their community, and about making a positive difference in the world. So bring your authentic self to the interview, let your enthusiasm show, and let them see why you're a perfect fit for the SCU family.
Awesome. And remember, academicjobs.com has a ton of resources to help you prep for that interview, from sample interview questions to tips on how to present yourself confidently.
Yeah, it's like having a secret weapon in your job-seeking arsenal.
Absolutely.
Ugh.
Okay, so speaking of secrets, let's switch gears for a minute and talk about something that's often kind of whispered about in academic circles:
Yeah.
networking.
Ah, yes, networking.
Mhm.
The art of making connections and building your professional circle.
Right. So how can our listener tap into the power of networking to boost their chances of getting a job at SCU?
It all starts with being proactive. Go to conferences, workshops, and seminars that are relevant to your field. Connect with SCU faculty and staff on social media like LinkedIn.
Don't be afraid to reach out, introduce yourself, and tell them you're interested in SCU. You never know what kind of doors a simple conversation might open.
Exactly. And remember that building relationships takes time. So don't expect things to happen overnight. But if you consistently put yourself out there and engage with the SCU community, you'll become more visible and you'll make some valuable connections that could lead to amazing opportunities.
It's all about planting those seeds and nurturing those relationships.
Yeah, right. And remember, networking isn't just about what you can get out of it, it's also about what you can give. Be genuinely interested in other people, share your knowledge and expertise, and offer support whenever you can.
It's about building a network of mutual respect and collaboration, which aligns perfectly with SCU's values.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Okay, I am feeling energized and ready to conquer this academic job market. But before we send our listener off on their SCU adventure, I think it's important to address the elephant in the room: the whole competitive nature of academia. It's no secret that landing a university job can be tough, right?
Yeah, you're not wrong. Academia is a super competitive field, and getting a position at a prestigious university like SCU definitely takes dedication, perseverance, and a little bit of luck.
But don't let that discourage you. Remember, SCU is looking for passionate people who are driven to make a difference. So just focus on showing them your unique strengths, your commitment to their values, and your genuine enthusiasm for being a part of their community.
Exactly. Put yourself out there, network with a purpose, and don't give up even when you face rejection.
Because the right opportunity is out there waiting for you. And with the right mindset and preparation, you can make it yours. Welcome back to the Deep Dive. We've uncovered so much about Southern Cross University already, from their amazing research to their focus on students and their work in the community.
Yeah, and we've talked about what makes SCU stand out as an employer and what they're looking for in people they might hire.
Now it's time to bring it all together, right? And give you the tools you need to take the leap and explore all the cool career opportunities at SCU.
Exactly. Let's recap some of the key things we've learned about SCU.
Okay.
So we know they're big on collaboration.
Yeah, teamwork is key.
Right, so make sure you highlight those skills in your application.
And don't forget to talk about your passion for your field and how your research interests match up with SCU's goals.
Absolutely. And if you're interested in teaching, make sure you emphasize how much you care about student success and mentorship.
Okay, so now for the big question. Where do you actually find these amazing opportunities?
Well, academicjobs.com is the perfect place to start your SCU job search.
They have a whole section just for SCU jobs.
Yep. You can look through the current openings and filter by department and even set up job alerts so you don't miss anything.
It's so convenient.
And they have tips on writing a great application too.
So once you've got your resume polished and your cover letter ready, head over to academicjobs.com and start exploring.
You never know, you might just find your dream job waiting for you.
And hey, maybe one day we'll have you on the Deep Dive sharing your SCU story.
That would be awesome.
Okay, before we wrap up, I want to leave you with one final thought.
All right, let's hear it.
If SCU's mission to make a positive impact really resonates with you, what kind of change do you want to be a part of? What problem are you passionate about solving?
Let those questions guide your exploration of SCU's departments and research areas.
And remember, academicjobs.com isn't just about SCU.
Oh no, they feature tons of amazing universities all around the world.
Local and global, they have so many great opportunities.
So no matter where you want to be, there's a university out there that's perfect for you.
And that's it for our deep dive into Southern Cross University.
We hope you enjoyed it.
We hope you found it inspiring and maybe even a little bit life-changing.
Keep learning, keep chasing your passions, and keep exploring all the possibilities out there.
Thanks for joining us on The Deep Dive.